Hi everybody, I hope you're having a nice Friday so far today. If you've not been to my stream before, hi, I'm Emily. This is my second channel where I do video game streams. I usually do music streams over on my main channel. And, no, let's import our character. No, I want to import. Is that? Yes, that's correct. Yes, that's her. Well, that was easy enough.
With the death of the Archdemon, the Blight was defeated. But the Darkspawn did not simply disappear. Most of the Horde scattered north from Denerim towards the coastlands. And there fractured into warring tribes. The region fell into chaos as the Darkspawn emerged from hidden lairs to terrorize the countryside. As the new Warden Commander of Ferelden, it is your responsibility to rebuild the Order and deal with the lingering threat. You have come to Amaranthi to join the rest of the Grey Wardens at Vigil's Keep, once home to Arl Rendenhau, but now property of the Order. The lack of a proper welcoming party as you grow close, however, indicates that something is amiss.
What's going on? Why are there no wardens here to greet us? Something is wrong. Quickly, Commander!
I forgot that our character is actually the new Warden Commander. Apparently I just freeze everybody and worry about the consequences later.
Quickly, we must fight!
He's still frozen and beating the poor Darkspawn.
It's you, the hero of Ferelden. Oh, thank the Maker.
Crackcaster, that's an interesting recommendation, and I could see the value in doing like strictly video game loops or whatever over here. But I'm not opposed to doing requests over on my main channel. Actually, I did them for the first time on Monday. I took them live. The stream before, I experimented with just adding them to the queue myself and making sure that was working. But I did take requests live on Monday, and I'm going to continue to do so. The only thing I still need for that setup are an overlay that shows like the request status, and I want to add buttons to my stream deck so that I can easily like do things from there, like the chat commands, without having to go into it every time. But I think it would be. I don't think doing like original music content and playing the video game at the same time is like a level of multitasking that I feel like I'm qualified for or up to at this point. But it would be an interesting idea. I would be all about like if someone was capable of like doing a playthrough and matching it with like live performance of music from the soundtrack. I think that would be so cool. I don't know how that would work mechanically, kind of like a video game version of like when you have an orchestra accompany a film and play the soundtrack live. I think that would be really cool. Don't know how it would work. I think that goes above like my tech skills and streaming skills at this point, but it would be an interesting idea.
There was someone right behind me. A mage. He might have been a warden, I don't know. All I heard was screams and people dying. I got out as fast as I could and ran into these... You need to help them. You need to do something.
This man does not look okay. He looks very gaunt, like malnourished. Alright, I don't know. Maybe we'll learn, but I feel like the story is like the Darkspawn just attacked. I don't know if the Grey Wardens were supposedly having like difficulties with their supplies or something before that, but he does not look well.
I think there was a mage right behind me. He might have been a warden, I don't know. I'll see if I can't find some help. There has to be a patrol on the road.
We don't have a lot of time, Commander. Oh, pardon me, Commander. I'd assumed proper introductions would be taken care of at the keep. My name is Myri. I was a knight in the King's service until I was recruited a month ago, but I haven't taken my joining yet. The Seneschal sent me to bring you back. I was not expecting this. This isn't a blight. How could they be so organized? I don't understand. Other than an archdemon, you mean? Frightening thought. This is Vigil's keep, which once belonged to Arl Howe. Considering what he did to you and the rest of the Order, losing their lands is probably the least of his family's problems. Varel the Seneschal. He is the keep steward, I believe, working for the Wardens. Right, let's teach these evil bastards a lesson. More trouble.
I really enjoy freezing them and then making them, what's the word? Shatter. There it is. I know I just saw it, but I immediately forgot. Making them shatter. Oh, that's not fair. Ogres should not be allowed to teleport. Tried to miss those other guys that time, but I still caught everybody.
I'll be at the front.
Stealing the
If you
Herlock.
find others,
Herlocks.
send them to me.
Oh, there's a Herlock. Herlocks and the Genlock's lunch money. That's my headcanon anyway. Whenever I loot their bodies and take their gold, I'm stealing their lunch money. Cannot go. Nope, I guess cannot go up there.
I shall do.
I thought I was done for. Thank you.
It shall be done.
I was supposed to go up the stairs at some point. Maybe I've got to kill off all the... No, now I can. Maybe I did it, but I needed to kill off all of the Darkspawn before I could go up here. How come she didn't get knocked down? That's not fair. Go try and deal with this guy. Let's not get into bad habits and forget to save this early in the DLC. Take a few weeks off and I get overconfident in my abilities. Well, sparkles. I did see sparkles. But I can't open anything because I'm not a rogue. You kind of miss playing as a rogue, but okay. She doesn't have any points, but I said we could level her up. Yeah, I'm sure how we level her up will really matter long term. Like Jenkins in Mass Effect. Super important. She's not a rogue, so she can't open the chest. Maybe we can come back to it later with a rogue.
It is begun.
Well, I got one of them. Should have angled it better.
It shall be done.
I've got it. I can steal their lunch money. I do like the slightly different battle music. It's much more melodic than the battle music like from the main game. I don't know the track name. I'm a little sad to say I'm not super familiar with the soundtrack outside of listening to it as I play. I have it on my list of things I would like to listen to, just to listen to. This game soundtrack. I've listened. Well, actually, no. I don't even know that I've listened to all of like the Inquisition soundtrack, which is a little bit more like, that's the word, like cinematic would be the word I think some people would use. To me, I think orchestrated. I think you hear non-classical musicians or non-musicians, I think sometimes say they're describing a soundtrack, they'll describe it as like a video game soundtrack in particular, or other music, they'll describe it as cinematic. But to me, as a classical musician, orchestral musician, what I hear and what I think they mean is orchestrated. So like it's not synth, or it could be electronic but still be like a synthetic orchestra. I don't really care for that. I'd rather hear a live orchestra, but it, you know, budget being what it is, you know, sometimes that's all you have access to. But I think what they mean is orchestrated, meaning full strings, full winds, full brass, you know, in terms of the instrumentation, whether digital or performed live. And I do think, yeah, even in spite of that, I don't think I've listened to Inquisition all the way through either. Or Trespasser for that matter, and it has really nice music. So I need to listen to all of the Dragon Age music just to listen sometime soon. Is he okay?
Oh, the pain!
No, he's not okay. But at least he's alive. For now. Are we meant to... He's so tiny I can't read. I struggle a bit with reading like the quest log and stuff on here now because I've pushed my monitors back to make sure I have plenty of room for my music stand on this desk for my music streams. And I can see the game and all that just fine, but the text on this game is just so tiny that I have to lean in to read it. On the monitors themselves, I just made the text bigger. I don't have the best eyesight, but just that I could have everything arranged the way I want it and still be able to read without struggling. But unfortunately, those settings don't impact the in-game text at all. Hi, Core City. How are you? I'm happy to lend you some moral support while you do your taxes. We haven't started on that yet. We should do that soon. This week. I think this week we'll take care of it. Our system is I keep all the records and receipts and everything like organized and collected through the year, and then in March I hand it to Andrew and say, here you go, and he files. Playing to our strengths, because not all the time, because sometimes I create chaos around me, but I tend to be more organized, like on the regular, and Andrew, but I get really stressed about the filing process. I get really overwhelmed by the forms and how official everything is and has to be. I think we killed everything and rescued all the soldiers, or the other wardens / soldiers. And Andrew may not always be organized in the same way or as organized as I am with like papers and documents and stuff, but he is able to.
The keep has been overwhelmed. How did the wardens not sense the Darkspawn coming? I don't understand it.
He is able to like fill out the forms and everything without getting too stressed and anxious like I do. So playing to our strengths, but I think we should take care of that this week. Ours are usually not. No, his is usually pretty easy. But mine, because I'm a freelancer, tends to be a little difficult. So I wish you luck. Good luck with your taxes. I hope you get it done quickly and easily, and you get a nice refund. And then do something fun with that refund.
Not many, a dozen perhaps. There are other soldiers who came with them, however. For the Darkspawn to have ambushed the keep so effectively, I didn't know they were capable of such a thing. Yes, Commander. I'll try.
As you say.
Where are the Shrieks carrying their acid flasks? Do they have little Shriek pockets or pouches? Are the Shrieks marsupials? I have questions. Another. Did I import my character like to the same level I left off at? Level 22. I think that's right. I think I could have ended a higher level, but I didn't do absolutely everything. But also, I think in Origins, you get more experience the higher your difficulty is, and because I kept taking it down to easy, there are definitely times I didn't get as much experience as I could have. So we just came in here, didn't we? I'm confused. Not going up here. Fake stairs. Guess we're going in here. No, we're not, because they're... Oh. There we go. I don't know what it is about this game, whether it's the PC version, whether it's just my computer running the PC version. I keep struggling with stairs.
I didn't do it. Hey, I recognize you from the circle. I know what they've been saying about me, but this, not my doing. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not broken up about them dying, to be perfectly honest. Biff there made the funniest gurgle when he went down.
I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I much prefer Awakening Anders to Dragon Age 2 Anders. I kind of wish... I mean, I don't mind the voice actor changing. That's not my problem. It's the character. I much prefer him in Awakening.
Of course. Well, they helped. A little. Before they tragically died. You may call me Anders, my dear lady. I am a mage, and sadly a wanted apostate.
An apostate? At Vigil's Keep?
You weren't here when we arrived. I'm sure I would have remembered such a lovely woman as yourself. We were just stopping here on our way back to the tower. Just a short rest, they said, and now they're dead. Such a shame. So they kept saying, although come to think of it, there's no real way to know for sure, is there? The Templars captured me and were taking me back, and then, you know, Darkspawn attacked. Could be a sign, yes? Isn't it, though? The Maker moves in mysterious ways. Well, tell you what, I'll help you and we can discuss what comes later. Later, once all these bastards are properly put down, yes?
Did I level up? No, we get to level up Anders. Those points, just these. So... do these. They're kind of helpful. Well, I'm pretty sure they're helpful, but passive things. First time I played, Andrew said you should do these. Because I'd never played a game like this, I don't think, the first time I played it. Prior to playing this, the only, like, RPGs I'd played were, like, Skyrim. Very different, like, leveling / perk system. And Fable. Which is, again, very different. And there were too many options, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And so he suggested I do these, and it's still what I do first. And I'm not convinced that it is, like, super helpful, but I gravitate towards the things that are like passives that improve your chances or your abilities overall. Yes, let's give him all the healer things, because those are always really helpful and important. I think I want to keep him more of like not an offensive, that's the opposite. I want to keep him more of a defensive mage. I'm more offensive in my spells and skills. So we'll just give him all like the mage, general mage perks, and he's got some ice stuff. Oh, he can have that. He can have one like full, what would you call this, a skill tree or a skill line of offensive attacks. Let's give him, that can be helpful. So can that. He's already got healing. So yeah, I think that's good for now. Save.
Very well.
God bless you.
I've always wondered, you don't have any stamina potions in the main game. You do have the mana potions, but like your rogues and your warriors all need stamina, but you don't have any way to replenish it, and you don't get them until Awakening. Was that intentional? Did they intentionally not include them in the main game, or was that an oversight that they forgot to include them and then snuck them in Awakening or the other DLCs?
I shall do it.
I'll move it over there. Oh, I already see that. A little bit firebomb, but she may have been protected by that paralysis cliff or whatever that was. Let's go ahead and real fast now. Well, yes, save. No, I'll do that after. That a couple of tactics just so that everybody can take their own healing potion. Oh, I'm already set to do that when I'm not controlling my character. That thing just growled right in my ear. I don't know what it was, but I didn't care for it. Oh, and also I want Anders to take his own mana potions. And let's change him to defensive. That's it. I didn't set Myri to do her own stamina potions, but it's okay. Oh, I didn't save. I think I just did going through the door, but let's have an extra just in case. I think my biggest video game pet peeve is when I have to redo stuff that I've already done. I mean, I grumble about it and do it most of the time. Sometimes that's my cue to quit, you know, like take a break and come back later. But I hate having to replay stuff, so I'm trying to be good about my saves. Is there anything up here? This is where we were earlier, or where I was earlier. Nope. Did I get stuck? Okay. I saw that little space I accidentally clipped into and I was like, no, this is gonna be me getting stuck and it's gonna be bad. Is that where we came from? Yes. At least we... Well, maybe we are supposed to go back out. No, do this. Open the... What do you call it? Portcullis? Oh, good.
Here now! Don't come over here! Ha! It'll take more than that to kill us, beasties! Come again if you dare!
But you gotta have a guy like that who just likes blowing things up for fun.
It shall be done.
I'm on it.
I forget which way did we come in. That's where we came in before, I think. Meant to go this way. A horrible sense of direction strikes again.
It
Get
is
to
begun.
safety,
I
quickly!
need to get out of here. As you say. I shall. It shall be done.
I feel like there's still more survivors we have to find. I don't want to like miss any of the doors, but I'm not really sure which is like
It is
the
begun.
way forward, you know what I mean? I'm gonna check all of them.
I shall do it.
Center one's like the actual way forward, so let's check this one. Not. No, maybe.
I shall do it.
Quick, get yourselves to
I
safety.
need to get out of here.
Oh, I leveled up this time. And I found an interesting ring. That's resistances. How does that compare to these other ones? No, I think I'll keep the ones I... Somebody else can wear that ring later.
Make her have mercy!
As you say. It is begun.
Watch out!
As you say.
Get to safety, quickly!
Fake doors. That lead anywhere? No.
It is begun.
Oh, great. Stops to wait. Of course he does.
Quickly, we must
Aha! There you are! When these darkspawn showed up, I thought, just you wait until the new commander gets here and you'll all be spitting teeth out of your arses. Followed the screaming, and sure enough, here you are. Good on ya! Doubting your eyes, huh? I get like that after the 5th bottle or so. Came here thinking I might try my hand at becoming a bona fide Grey Warden.
He was here when I left. I can't believe the Wardens didn't kick him out.
Well, hey, if it isn't the recruit with a great rack.
Yes, a prize for the Wardens, to be sure.
I know. Too good to be true, right? Hey, who's the mage? Boyfriend? Should I leave you two alone?
Wow, a dwarf that smells like a brewery. You never see that anywhere.
A mage comedian. Thought those normally died young.
I find that hard to believe.
As do I.
Now, let's go introduce some darkspawn arses to my foot. Only polite thing to do.
I don't have a rogue, so we're not opening chests. Bothers me so much. I hate leaving them there. I want the stuff that's in them. You never know, that next chest will have like that item that you need to make everything so much better. I'll put them all in magic so I can have that new perk. I do like that they added like new skill sets or perk sets with the DLC, so you can just kind of keep leveling up and adding to what you can already do instead of like just doing the same stuff or having to start over completely.
I shall do it.
I wonder if we need to go back the way we came. I went in that side door because I thought the center door would be like the real way forward, but oh, maybe it all connects. I think this is that center door. Yeah, it all connects around, I think. This is where we could have been. All right, good. I didn't want to miss out on a chunk of the fort.
As you say. I shall do it.
Myri?
Roland! Commander, Roland was a knight recruited from Denerim like me. We must do something for him.
He looks beyond healing magic. Maybe a shot of whiskey for the pain?
I like the way you think.
Stop joking! This isn't funny.
The commander? We only had a moment's warning. Before they were on us, Commander. The Seneschal ordered a counterattack, but they came out of nowhere. There's one with them. A darkspawn who talks. His magic is powerful.
A talking darkspawn? The lad must be delirious.
There's something in my blood. It hurts. It went that way after the Seneschal.
I will avenge you, Roland. I swear it.
You'll probably do another save. Like I said, I haven't played this DLC a whole bunch. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. The story bit not quite as like, I don't know what the right word is. If I do miss something, I'm sorry, I tried not to. But I might not have the most like time or space efficient way of like exploring the area.
Now we do battle!
Or yeah.
It has ended, just as he foretold. Be taking this one gently. We are wishing no more death than is necessary.
Necessary? As if your kind has ever done anything else.
You are thinking you know of our kind, human? It is understandable, but that will soon be changed.
Others will come, creature. They will stop you.
There it is.
It seems your words be true. More than you are guessing.
It is talking.
Well, let's shut it up already.
Commander.
Capture the Grey Warden. These others, they may be killed.
Darkspawn are kind of creepy up close. They're basically zombies. So it is very disconcerting that one is speaking. Good for you, Ogren.
Commander, I owe you my life. Soldiers on the road. It seems we have more company. Hopefully they're more hospitable than our previous guests.
I walk right through that guy.
It seems we arrived too late to be of assistance. My apologies.
Queen Honora!
I had intended to provide the wardens a formal welcome. This is unexpected, to say the least. What is the situation?
What Darkspawn remained have fled, Your Majesty. The Grey Wardens who had arrived from Orlais appear to be either dead or missing.
Missing? As in taken by the Darkspawn? Do these creatures take prisoners?
I do not know, Your Majesty. I know only that we cannot account for all the Wardens.
Unfortunate. At least the hero of Ferelden yet lives. That is something. I would call that bravado, were it not warranted. You have quite the task ahead of you. I will offer what aid I can, but it seems you will be largely on your own.
Hey, what am I? Chopped nug livers?
From the smell, that's not a bad guess.
I came here to join the Grey Wardens, and from the looks of it, you could use the extra hands. Now where's the giant cup? I'll gargle and spit. Ha! Well, smack my ass and call me Sally. I'm in!
I suppose all are welcome in this dire time.
Joining the Wardens, eh? Well, good luck with that.
Queen Honora, your majesty, beware. This man is a dangerous criminal.
I beg your pardon?
She means me.
This is an apostate who we were in the process of bringing back to the Circle to face justice.
Oh, please. The things you people know about justice would fit into a thimble. I'll just escape again, anyhow.
Never. I will see you hanged for what you've done here, murderer.
Murderer? But those Templars were... Oh, what's the use? You won't believe me anyhow.
It seems there isn't much to say. Unless... you have something to add, Commander?
What? Never!
I believe the Grey Wardens still retain the right of conscription, no? I will allow it.
If your majesty feels it is best.
Ha! Way to go, kids! Welcome aboard.
Me? A Grey Warden? I guess that will work.
Congratulations, Sir Mage. I look forward to fighting at your side.
Then if you have everything under control, I will need to take my leave.
I believe the estate has been secured, yes. We have suffered great losses, but the Darkspawn are gone, and there are survivors. Oh, excuse my manners. I am Veril, Seneschal of Vigil's Keep, and I am most grateful for your timely rescue, Commander. I will aid you in ruling the lands of Amaranthine. But as Commander of the Grey, you are the equivalent of our Arlessa as well. Come and speak to me soon. There are many matters to attend to, not the least of which is the joining. You will need to replenish your numbers.
The security of Ferelden relies on the Grey Wardens now, even weakened as the Order is. It will be up to you to deal with the vestiges of the Blight before the situation grows out of control. No easy task, but I am confident you are up to it. I shall leave you to it. Farewell, Warden, and good luck.
Before we do anything else, Commander, there's an urgent matter we must take care of. Right now, I know of only one living warden assigned to all of Ferelden. That should be rectified. The others could aid you considerably. As you wish, Commander. The time has come for us to begin the joining. I shall speak the words that have been said since the first. Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand, vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten, and that one day we shall join you. From this moment forth, Oghren, you are a Grey Warden.
What's this, the sampler size? Are you trying to say something about my height? Huh?
This is the goblet we've always used.
Really?
bad.
Make her help us all. From this moment forth, Anders, you are a Grey Warden.
So we need to drink Darkspawn blood? That's it?
That is it, yes.
Well, all right. But if I wake up 2 weeks from now on a ship bound for Ravane in nothing but my small clothes and a tattoo on my forehead, I'm blaming you.
What happened to the cup?
He lives, Commander, and will awaken in time. From this moment forth, Myri, you are a Grey Warden.
I have awaited this moment.
Looks really weird without the cup loaded.
I am sorry, Myri. May the Maker watch over you now.
I mean, she was wearing red armor.
Myri. Open the doors!
The commander must be informed about the Deep Road's entrance. It could be their base of operation.
You'd have the Wardens chase a rumor then, Captain. And even if it proves true, unless the Pilgrim's path is cleared by the time your army assembles, they'll have nothing to eat but shoe leather.
Garavel, Woolsey, the commander has had a long day.
Woolsey says some merchants escaped the Darkspawn. They can reprovision you for a reasonable fee. And the vigil is yours. Take whatever weapons and armor you need. We'll be waiting when you're ready.
I know they just did the Ogren thing, like, as a joke, as a gag, but I have questions. Like, not only was he totally fine and was able to talk after drinking Dark Sun, but he didn't, like, he was on his feet the whole time. Like, even our character, like, passed out, like, hit the floor, you know? So is Ogren just, like, particularly strong and resilient? Or is his body just so flooded with alcohol that it dilutes or negates some of the effects of the Darkspawn blood? Or are dwarves, like, more resistant to it? Maybe in a way similar to how they aren't affected by lyrium because they don't dream and have no connection to the fate. And I know it's just a gag, but in terms, like, world building, I have questions. Yeah, I would be interested to know if there was any lore that goes into, like, the different races and how they react to the taint or the joining or whatever. But I think it's supposed to be one of the situations where the Grey Wardens are so secretive about their own lore and their own rituals, and the joining ritual in particular, that there may not be an answer because it hasn't been studied or evaluated by enough people. I don't know. I know it's just a gag, but I also find it really interesting.
Warden Commander, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Mistress Wolsey, sent by order of the First Warden at Whiteheart. I'm to act as treasurer of the Arling of Amaranthine. He believed local men could not be trusted for this post.
One of those local men is right here, Mistress Woolsey.
I have every confidence in the Vigil's loyalty in the matter of arms. But gold corrupts even the most resolute soul. Not Whiteheart itself. I'm from many places. I go where the Wardens command. Sir, the Arling is on the brink of economic collapse. Trade must flow. Merchant caravans are being systematically attacked somewhere along the Pilgrim's path. It is the only route that can reliably provision an army, feed a city, and maintain civilization. It is the road here from Denerim. You can see why it would be important. In the city of Amaranthine, there is a trader, Mervis, whose caravans have been hit particularly hard. He may know where along the road the Darkspawn, or whatever they are striking. No, it is far to the north. The fortress is said to be impregnable. It still has the areas where the griffins of old would breed, but their like will never be seen again.
I want a griffin. How come our character never gets a griffin? Are they supposed to be, like, extinct at this point? I don't want, like, a big one. Well, I don't know. A big one to ride might be fun, but I want, like, a little baby cute one to be the group pet. You can hang out with schmooples.
The Fereldans are a proud people. They are proud of you, especially. Had the first warden sent foreign fighters, it would have caused great distrust amongst the locals. Barrel was specifically chosen as seneschal because he commands great respect here. About the Arling, he does not. But about the implications, a great deal. When Warden Commander Dryden was cast out of Ferelden generations ago, it created a dangerous precedent. Her true story, and that of the Warden's exile, is one you yourself uncovered at Soldier's Peak, at great personal risk. We are now presented with another precedent. Wardens owning lands and commanding fealty from lesser nobles. If your Arling succeeds, it will be an example to other kingdoms that Wardens are important, blight or no. Very well, Commander.
To business, then. Orlais sent a dozen wardens to the vigil to await your arrival. Nearly all died in the attack, but Kristoff is still in the field. The Orlesian wardens were uneasy that the Darkspawn weren't going to ground with the Blight ended. Kristoff was sent to track down some leads. A fortnight ago, he left in a bustle. As best we figure, he went to the city, Amaranthine. Only so many places travelers visit. I checked the inns and taverns. He did, but not to me. The wardens keep their own counsel. Wiser men than I have worried over that. One of the wardens said the Archdemon's strength gave the Horde some semblance of purpose. If they found some other purpose... That's the only thing that needs immediate attention. Do you want something else, Commander? As much as you like, sir. Generally, the Keep's Seneschal takes care of day-to-day matters. If anything important arises, I'll alert you. We call her the Vigil. She's been around for a long spell. They say the Alamari barbarians first built a fort here to stop Tevinter incursions from the lowlands of the Waking Sea. They say that the castle is built on a mountain of bones. Much death here. As you wish, sir.
Oh, I don't need to get off this stuff again.
Warden, a fortnight...
Commander?
This is Sir Garavel, the new captain of the guard.
I have a matter to bring to your attention. Potentially urgent. The Orlesians, wardens, I mean, began gathering information while they were here. The most promising lead they found was a wild tale a couple of hunters told. These hunters, Colbert and... well, the other one, claim to have stumbled across an entrance to the deep roads. Darkspawn all over the place, they said. And this was before the fiends appeared throughout the whole Arling. The wardens were just about to send someone to track down Colbert. Colbert and his friend are in the city of Amaranthine. Probably amongst the refugees outside the city gate. Commander.
Yeah, now we can actually start doing stuff. Kind of thrown right into it with this one. Clearing the keep of Darkspawn who are attacking. Also, I apologize for not saying much. Like I said, I'm a little tired, so I may not be, well, this might be an improvement, but I may not be quite as chatty as I am in these streams sometimes. But I do also like, we'll have a lot of, have had and might have more cutscenes, you know, in the beginning of this
I shall do it.
DLC. I don't like to talk over the cutscenes, because then you miss things.
It is begun.
Even though I've played this many times, wait a second. I thought all my personal storage from Soldier's Peak would be in here, and it's, oh well. I can put, I'm carrying a lot of stuff I can put in there. But I don't like to talk over it because even though I've played it before, if there's someone watching who's never played before, because it's very valid that there are plenty of people who would like to watch a game that they don't want to play or can't play for whatever reason. I don't want to ruin it for them by speaking over the big scenes.
Mistress Woolsey says I can set up shop here. The place is a shambles now, but I reckon that will change in time. You need anything, Commander?
I have all the health potions and sell him all the stuff I don't need. I think there are a few items and maybe like armor sets in this one that are better than anything I ended the last game with, or the main game with. But I feel like for the most part, we're going to be fine. Oh, those are more expensive than I can afford. Oh, let me sell stuff I don't need. And again, excuse me if I have to lean in to read stuff because this print is tiny. The text is just tiny. I thought I got rid of all this stuff before the end of the main game, but I guess I held on. Or the stuff I found along the way through the last fight. Of kind of like pieces of things, because everybody in our party from the main game ended up with like not a complete set of armor, like a random hodgepodge, a bunch of different pieces. But everything. So, can I buy more injury kits? The lesser ones. There's a lot of them. It's not like I can lose them if I buy them all. They'll just get used. We'll be good on everything else for now.
What?
Gross. I think we just need to leave, go out and start doing things.
Should we get a move on?
The Tower of Mage has sent me as an ambassador, Commander. In addition to my diplomatic function, I'm a competent enchanter and runesmith. Is there anything you need? Farewell, Commander.
Get things enchanted later. Let me look at the journal for a second. These are like quests that we can kind of do bits of as we go along.
Yes.
Undersized parties since we
Commander
lost
of the
Myri.
Grey. Right. A while back, they caught a thief in the vigil. Took 4 wardens to capture him. Gave one of the wardens a black eye, he did. Half joking, they said he might make a good recruit. He's in the dungeon, sir. I also have some letters. Arrived just before you did. Just give me a moment.
So she's our quest board, I guess. Or Vigil's Keep. I think we should go see about the prisoner first. And talk to her first.
I don't mean to alarm you, Commander, but it's possible there are still Darkspawn in the Vigil. Let me explain. You know Dworkin? That mad dwarf's bombs shook the whole keep. Some of the deep cellars caved in. I suspect that there are pockets of Darkspawn below, trapped. In time, they may dig their way out. We have men who can unearth the rubble at your command. Whenever you're ready, I can take you to the basement.
Oh yeah, we can go ahead and do it.
Straight away, sir.
Then we'll go to the dungeons.
Here we are. The vigil goes deep. Real deep. The hallways down here have been crumbling for years and decades. And that blasted Dworkin's explosives didn't do the structure any favors. You heard the commander. Put your backs into it. This is where you come in. Who knows what's up ahead? We'll be back here.
So, Mage, huh? What's it like?
To have all this power at my fingertips.
I shall do it.
No, to always have to wear a skirt. Yeah.
Oh, you don't know the story behind the robes. You know how strict things are in the circle.
Why is it doggy?
Of course you.
Oh, poor doggy. Where is Pancake? Oh, okay. Who has where is Pancake? Where does the dog go after the main game? I totally forgot that you don't have your Mabari in this DLC. There's no reason why you shouldn't. Where is my dog? I want my dog back. And this poor little dog, she's sick. And I'll take her. She doesn't have somewhere to go. Poor doggy. Why can't I make the doggy better? I have a healing potion. I don't like that. Am I leveling up right now? Okay. Hey.
I shall do it.
Oh no.
It shall be done. I shall do it.
End with the stairs. It's one of those totally just a normal bookcase, nothing to see here. I believe we'll be able to get behind this totally just a normal bookcase later. Can't do it yet. Still can't open chests yet.
Oh, thank the Maker. Please let us out. Quick, before more of those things come.
Yeah, we'll just let them go. I'm sure they're not mass murderers or anything. Oh, that's not good.
She couldn't have shown us the courtesy of waiting a bit longer before becoming a ghoul.
Also, talking about Ogre and his response to the tank, we meet Ruck, who has been eating darkspawn flesh and is therefore tainted, but for the most part, is still very, like, self-aware and in control of himself. I mean, he's gone a bit funny, but he's not, like, he still knows who he is. He remembers his mother, all that stuff. So maybe dwarves are very resilient in terms of, like, exposure to the taint. Yep, yeah.
You murdered a slew of darkspawn there. Well, you hear the stories about you and the Wardens. But to see it firsthand... Well, I'm impressed. Anyway, it looks like the explosives caved this section in. I brought along Master Voldrick.
So, this is how you humans ply your stonecraft. Disgraceful, that is. What, this would barely last a few centuries. I wager these passages may go far enough to connect to the deep roads. Aye, the Orlesian lads would have had a terrible surprise. Explains how experienced men fell to the Darkspawn. This is a grave matter. If we don't shut these tunnels, the Darkspawn can attack from below again.
Andraste's blood, there are basement entrances throughout the keep. There's no way to defend against that.
Then we follow the tunnels and hope to find a single point to block off. Never you fear, lass. With the Warden's muscle and my stonecraft, we'll find a way.
We'll need some time, but as soon as we clear it, we'll let you know. Of course.
So let me do a quick save. Since that's done, before we go to the dungeon to deal with the prisoner, I'm going to take a quick break. On Fridays on main channel, I normally stream 3 to 6, and so I wanted to do the same just over here. And I've promised myself that when I'm doing longer than a 2-hour stream, so like 3 hours or so, I'm going to always take a break in the middle to stretch, to try and look after my back, because it's just not great for me to only sit for that long. So since we're at almost the halfway point, I'm going to take a quick stretch break and also get some more water in my cup over here, because I forgot to fill it again and there's only a little bit left. And then we'll keep playing and we'll go probably until 6, or the closest natural ending point at around 6 o'clock. So I'm just going to take a quick, like, 5-minute break and I will be right back. I'm back. Thank you for your patience. Before we get back to the game, I'm going to ask you all real fast for your opinion. I do upload these streams over on YouTube, on my second YouTube channel. Linked it, well, eventually I'll go through. There it is. With minimal edits, I just, trim out like this and like announcements at the beginning and the end. But since this is the first Dragon Age Awakening stream, I wanted to ask you all your preference. I'm leaning towards creating a separate playlist on YouTube for Awakening, since it's fairly long, and then I'll put the other DLCs, which would just be like 1 or 2 streams each, in with the playlist for the main game. But I'm open to putting them all together in the same playlist if that's something you would prefer. So feel free to let me know if you have an opinion. If you don't, that's totally fine. Okay, let's go ahead and head to the dungeons. Wait, no, that's not. You want to go? That's the basement? Basement. Yeah, we want to go in here. Although the basement looked like it had a dungeon, so they have two, I guess? You think a separate one makes sense? I think so too. I think that's what I'm going to do because like this one is so long, it's, like I said, it's almost its own game. Yeah, we just take a step before we even talk to him.
I didn't know the Grey Wardens did this much walking.
Ah, Commander. Good thing you're here. This one's been locked up 3 nights now. Good men died while this one was protected in his cell. He won't give his name. All I know is he was caught poking around the estate in the middle of the night. I'd say he was just a thief. But it took 4 Grey Wardens to capture him. You best be careful. Whoever he is, he's no ordinary burglar, that's for sure. The Seneschal said it was your call, Commander. Technically, all the man's guilty of is theft. But who knows what else he might have come here to do. As you wish, Commander. I'll tell the Seneschal you came. He'll want to know what you decide to do with this man.
If it isn't the great hero, conqueror of the Blight and vanquisher of all evil. Aren't you supposed to be 10 feet tall with lightning bolts shooting out of your eyes? Somehow I just thought that my father's murderer would be, more impressive. I am Nathaniel Howe. My family owned these lands until you showed up. Do you even remember my father? I came here. I thought I was going to try to kill you, to lay a trap for you. But then I realized I just wanted to reclaim some of my family's things. It's all I have left. If you're asking whether I knew what he was up to, the answer is no. I was squired in the Free Marches. Look, I know you're a hero. You fought a war and you won, and to the victor go the spoils, right? Whatever my father did, however, shouldn't harm my whole family. The Howes are pariahs now. Those of us left. It's all thanks to you. And now you get to decide my fate. Ha! Ironic, isn't it?
I'm not sure, well, no, I'm not sure it's fair that Queen Honora just gives the Howe lands and everything to the Grey Wardens when we have Nathaniel, who's a living heir / relative, who, at least at that point, had not done anything wrong. You know? Didn't really deserve to have all his family stuff taken from him. So I can kind of understand why he's upset. I suppose you could look at it like a couple of different ways. Like, that his family's lands and property were just taken and given to what is essentially a government agency. Well, sort of. The Grey Wardens are sort of independent, but you get what I'm saying? Or you could look at it as like, you know, his father was, you know, ruled a piece of this land, a piece of this territory, and I guess we don't really know, but I think it'd be safe to assume that he wasn't always treating like the farmers and people who lived on that land like super well. So maybe that was a better thing for them, like not great for Nathaniel, but better for the people that lived there. I don't know. But I kind of don't blame him for being a bit annoyed or angry that this happened to him.
I'm not without skills. My time abroad wasn't spent chasing skirts and drinking wine. Hunting, scouting, poisons. Why? What do you care? The Darkspawn are a menace. If it weren't for the Blight, maybe my father would never have done what he did. But I can't do anything about them, can I? There's just you and the Grey Wardens, here in my home. You're right. I'll go join Queen Honora's service immediately. She'll certainly want another How around. The House served Ferelden for 12 generations. My ancestors served under King Calenhad. And now it's all lost. So go ahead and do what you're going to do.
I'm not sure it's fair to blame all of the Howls for what his father, Brendan Howe, did. Unless the character has information we don't have.
If you let me go... I don't know. I only came back to Ferelden a month ago. If you let me go, I'll probably come back here. You might not catch me next time. I could lie, if you prefer. All ready? Good.
I brought the seneschal for you, Commander.
I see you've spoken to our guest. Quite the handful, isn't he? Have you decided what's to be done with him? A How? It figures that they would turn up again. The Hows are implacable enemies, Commander.
You what?
I'm sorry, Commander. The right of conscription? On the prisoner?
No, absolutely not. Hang me first. You really want a How as a Grey Warden? You are a very strange woman. I can't decide if this is a vote of confidence or punishment.
An interesting decision, Commander. Come with me, sir. We'll see if you survive the joining. From this moment forth, Nathaniel Howe, you are a Grey Warden.
The moment of truth.
The How is stronger than I expected. For better or for worse, he will live.
I'm still so glad, but also embarrassed how long it took for me to just make the cursor bigger in the computer system, but it affected this game too, so I don't lose it every 10 seconds like I did for most of the playthrough. It makes it so much easier to spot.
I'm here to serve, Commander. I will do what can be done, but you would be wise to keep alert for trading possibilities in your journeys. If you can persuade any merchants to trade here, it would benefit the Vigil considerably.
I think that's it.
Very well, Commander.
An exclamation point, but nothing new to say.
Commander, the Lords of Amaranthine have come to swear fealty to you and the Grey Wardens. These were Al Rendon Howe's vassals. Now they will be yours. Lieges and vassals are seldom of one mind, Commander. Some of these lords bore Rendon no love, but others had their prospects ruined with his demise. Tread carefully, Commander. Lords and ladies, I present the Warden Commander of Ferelden and Arl of Amaranthine.
Commander.
Ban Esmerel of Amaranthine. As is old custom, you have the honor of beginning.
I promise that I, Ban Esmerel, will be faithful to the Arl in matters of life, limb, and earthly honor. Never will I bear arms against her or her heirs. So I say, in the sight of the Maker.
I promise that I, Lord Edelbreck...
And so, the ceremony is complete.
Long live the Warden Commander!
Guess we have to mingle.
Warden Commander, we've all heard so much about you. So many good things, unbelievable things. But many of your deeds cost people here a chance at great advancement. So many fortunes were deeply intertwined with the old Arl. Some nobles here, they seek to end your dominion over them. I wish I was less certain, sir. I've had occasion to intercept some of their missives. They are cryptic things. Any individual message is unintelligible, but together they form a pattern. They mean to end you before you can begin. A deadly coalition. Given a few days, I can retrieve the messages. I would have brought them tonight, but I didn't know if warning you would be wise. I've much to lose and precious little to gain. Farewell. We will meet again soon.
It's an honor to have you as our liege, Commander.
Don't worry. I'll keep my mouth firmly shut. Why don't I just wait in the corner then?
He's feeling sassy. Is that it?
Honored to meet you, Warden Commander. You come to us during desperate times.
Not more about your precious farms, Edelbreck.
Some in our Arling do not have the comfort of city walls. On the plains, the situation is dire. As we feast, the peasants on our lands are starving, or worse.
The city's defenses are more important, Edelbreck.
There may be wheat in the silos now, but if the farmers die, where will you get your food? Then I pray to the Maker that your choices are wise.
I see that Lord Edelbreck wastes no time in canvassing you for soldiers to defend his farms. Do not be deceived, Commander. His livelihood is all he cares about. Amaranthine is the jewel of the Arling, and she must be protected. Amaranthine was built over generations. If she falls, then this great Arling will be diminished.
Wealth is well and good, but what measure do you put to human life? The folk in the country outnumber your city dwellers many times over.
I would not be so vulgar as to violate the decorum of this event. Commander?
What else we can?
Villages come and go, but a city that has been sacked can
It's
take
an honor
generations
to have you as our
recover.
liege, Commander.
Everybody.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. There's really only two who can offer real support in the war. Lord Edelbreck, master of the Firavel Plains, controls more farmland than anyone else. He's powerful and popular. Ban Esmeralda rules the city. Wealthiest in the room by far. She may not be loved, but she cannot be ignored. Edelbreck speaks truly, sir, but things are dire. He and Ban Esmeralda both contest the deployment of soldiers. But we don't have enough men. It's a matter of what you want to protect. The city, the land, trade. As you wish. Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. Do you know the conspirators? The right of high justice is yours, and treachery is a capital offense. She's a sly one, Sir Tamra, but knowledgeable about such things. Better to be a touch paranoid than turning up face down in a ditch. To proceed, we'd need strong proof, and that'll be hard to gather. There are options. Some I would not recommend. They could turn the nobles fierce. We could have some soldiers try to spy on the nobility. I suppose that might bear fruit. There are also rumors of someone called the Dark Wolf, who finds information for a fee. Dangerous fellow, by all accounts.
Not bleeding likely, in truth. Good men, lousy spies. You could invite a member of each of the noble families to stay as prolonged guests. And if anything untoward happens, well, you get the picture. This is a terribly Orlesian thing to do. That worked quite well during the Orlesian occupation. Just don't expect the nobles to love you for it. Or do anything to help you unless forced. That may be wise, sir.
I don't know. Why would he suggest taking hostages and then be like, actually, no, don't do that?
No idea, honestly. Somewhere in the foreign quarter of Amaranthine is all I know. You need to head to the city then, and chase down a ghost. Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. As you wish, Commander. Clear the hall. The Commander has business to attend to.
Oh, I could have done that. I could have been like, yeah, get out. $232. Oh, boost mana. I think I should do the health one first though, because well, I'm a mage. I think my willpower is decent, but since I'm more of an offensive mage, I think the boost to health would be good. Actually, I think I should just dump some more magic. Okay. Let's go to the city, I think. That's the next thing we should do. Oh, and get Nathaniel some stuff.
Yes.
He's not really any good to us, and just like his normal clothes. I think he had no shoes. And no weapon. Oh, he has shoes. No weapons. Let's level him up first. Get him some gear. Oh, I sold like everything, so I probably don't have much. Oh well, I have some stuff. But he's like an archer, so he needs a bow. That might be the best one we have right now. Fire arrows. Those gloves. Have boots. Have tunic. Have, oh, he has a ring already. To give him this one because I tend to hit everybody with my area effect spells. He needs some resistances. I think that'll do for now. Look who's here!
Cold here, very cold. It's not that cold. The wardens have been some of our best customers, and they need us. I miss my shop. This place is so drab. It offends my sensibilities. And trust they preserve me. Ah, Warden Commander, I represent Master Wade, the finest...
And bloody coldest. I can't feel my fingers.
finest armorer in Denerim. I thought, well, we thought that you might have need of an armorer.
Yeah, after you kicked me out of your shop and wouldn't sell me stuff anymore.
My one glittering moment. The highlight of my career. And now I'm stuck at Turnip Keep.
Vigil's Keep. Vigil! Sorry, Warden Commander. You know how he gets. This is a temporary relocation. The Darkspawn are most active around Amaranthine. We thought we could help.
And I suppose the money the Crown paid us had nothing to do with it?
Shh!
Providing arms and armor for common soldiers. Oh, the indignity. If we are going to be so dreadfully plebeian, I don't suppose Amaranthine has any proper metal. Silverite? Viridium? Or are we back to bronze weapons, stone clubs?
Wade has a point. He's happiest and fastest when presented with a challenge. If you come across any deposits of ore, let us know.
I love them. I want a whole game or story or movie just about them. They're my favorite.
Oh, of course.
I know I have some more stuff I don't need. That. Wait, why am I using this? This was my one from the last game. It's better than the one I started with. I'm going to change. Let's see, maybe the stuff I had is... Wait, why can't I change person? Oh, there we go. Maybe this one is better for Anders. No, I have to use it. Well, I guess I could use it. I mean, it was working fine. I could give Anders my fancy staff, I guess. Wait, let's see, is it better than what he has? Yeah. I might as well check on Ogren's stuff, too. Can't read it. Yeah, that's better than what he has. Have a better weapon for him? No, I don't have any. Okay, finish selling stuff.
You're back. You need anything?
Did I find an ore deposit?
This will help a
Yes, I
great
did.
deal. Viridium.
Armor and weapons could be made with this.
Commander, if you like, we could outfit your men. It wouldn't cost you anything, but some soldiers would have to guard the miners.
Okay.
So I'm to make armor for all Amaranthine's rabble? Helen, you abuse me so. It's unconscionable.
Commander's orders.
Fine, fine, I'll work. But I want a challenge one day. Something to sink my teeth into.
You're back. You need anything? Oh, of course.
I'll hold on to the extra staff just in case. that ring. I didn't check to see what Anders and Ogren had in terms of accessories. Cold damage, fire damage. She's not really doing fire, so yes. Okay, that'll do us for now. Save.
Commander, so this is human construction, is it? My brother said you'd need a stonemason, but he didn't know the half of it. The Darkspawn did a number on this keep of yours, but I suspect it was crumbling well before they showed up. Your seneschal gave me some fancy decree promising men and monies to fix the vigil, but it's a paltry sum. I suppose it would be sufficient to reconstruct the walls to human standards, but who'd want that? I'm not certain of the character of the stone in these parts, but we'd need more men for certain. Proper skilled men, not some starving dusters, right? Which all boils down to coin, really. Don't take too long about it. It'll take a while to rebuild, and the Darkspawn aren't patient.
I guess I need money to pay for that.
So, you're a how?
Do you have
The
a
men are
point,
still
Mage?
clearing the rubble in the basement.
Hey, I'm fond of
They'll
the
be finished
how.
soon.
I'm also fond of the whys, the whos, and the whats.
Commander, just give me a moment.
I'm not really sure why she responds. There we go. So, like, it's so difficult to give me what is essentially my mail or show me the
Samuel.
quest board.
Groundskeeper Samuel. Is that you?
Who? Maker's breath. If it isn't little Nate. I'd know that face anywhere.
Groundskeeper, I am overjoyed that you stayed on. Please, do you know how my brother died? And my sister? I was in the Free Marches.
Your brother died in the war. And Lady Delilah, don't you know? She isn't dead, son. Not that I know of. Last I heard, she married a storekeep in Amaranthine. Don't know which one. Poor girl.
Did you hear that? My sister is alive. I knew about my mother and heard my brother might be dead. I suppose I just assumed that Delilah was dead too. Could we ask around the shops next time we're in Amaranthine? Thank you. I would be interested to know just what happened to her.
I think I have gifts for people too. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Let's see. Oh, we know who the Brandy's. Why are you being difficult?
By my ancestors, this is a wonderful gift.
I think it's pretty obvious who the gold earring is for.
Ooh, for me? Ooh.
The Lila House letters, I'm sure, are for Nathaniel.
Oh, I've always wanted one of these.
What's the book? Oh, I remember who that's. That's it for now. Continuing to buy our friend's affection. E-cat. Yes, I'm going to take the cat with me. Believe, get the wrong one again. The cat in our inventory. Yes, kitten. And I know who to give the kitten. Not that.
Oh, look at the cute little kitty. There was a mouser in the tower named Mr. Wiggums. Only company I had when the Templars locked me up. Miss that beast a lot sometimes. But I can't keep a cat. We fight Darkspawn for a living. I suppose Well, I'll keep him just for a while, until I find somewhere safer. Is that okay with you, Kitty? I'll call you Sir Pounce-a-lot. You can stay in my pack. Just for a little while, yes?
Every questing group needs a pet. Can you open the trunk?
Do you want me to fetch you
Okay.
a glass of water?
Already better than Zevran at opening trunks. I think this time I may have managed to save all of the civilians when we were fighting off the Darkspawn, but I'm not sure. Maybe it'll say in the quest log.
I feel like I'm being dragged around by unseen forces.
Completed quest. Says I rescued as many as I could. Does that mean I got all of them? Or is that the game's way of telling me, at least you tried? I go... Do we want to go to the city first, or do we want to do with these like little side quests? Go to the city first. Should have done this before we traveled in case we got interrupted.
As you say.
I could go over there. I guess not.
Ah, it's the Warden Commander. The rumors about you did not overstate it. I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile.
And then he runs away.
They used to display the heads of traitors over that gate.
The whole quiet and stoic thing must get you a lot of action, huh?
I take it you're an admirer, Ogren.
What? No. No. Well, not unless... No!
Good. Then I needn't worry about getting too drunk at camp.
Okay, I like you, just not in that way.
Ah, Warden
I how I
Commander.
considered it for a moment.
I knew you'd come. You know an opportunity when it presents itself, no? I offer a partnership that would benefit us both. The bartender at a local inn has overstepped his bounds. He was hired to watch one of the entrances to our den, but now seeks to extort more coin. Terrible, isn't it? A person of your influence would have no trouble convincing him to open the passage. Return to me when this is done.
Very well.
Either have multiple people what we need to look for. I think shouldn't be too difficult. I think everyone we need to speak to
When the city
will
runs
have
out
an
of
arrow
supplies,
over their
we
head.
are all doomed.
Bell collar. Well, I know who that's for. That's for the kitty cat. Or Pounce-a-lot.
You shouldn't have.
Can't remember who that one's. Although we have Sir Pounce-a-lot as an item. Use this item has a unique power. What unique power does Sir Pounce-a-lot have? We add him to Anders' skill bar.
you hungry, Sir Pouncelot? I have some dried mackerel you could nibble on.
Where's the kitty? I guess he didn't load properly, but yes, we can have Anders bring him out, play with him. The scarecrows look so sad. They don't look scary. They just look sad. I feel bad for them. Kit Kat.
Looking for some company, honey pie?
No.
I'm always available for riveting conversations with fine women.
I'll rivet you to the floor if you call me that again. Yep.
I like a woman who's all business.
No.
I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first. Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did. Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over our rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the Maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it.
You always gotta have a friend like that.
Well, people, I suppose. Maybe even the Darkspawn. Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled, not stable.
Right. And as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the Darkspawn appeared. More than a brood and less than a horde. They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, thank the Maker.
The Darkspawn was so occupied as to overlook two screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble? Thanks. This'll get me good and drunk at the inn. Take my mind off the trouble out there.
Bucky, I miss Pancake. There is absolutely no reason, Bioware developers, why we couldn't have had Pancake for the dog, bark spawn, whatever you want to.
My pardon, sir. I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you. I told him I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the Commander of the Grey. Some visiting knight didn't catch his face. Full helmet, you know. He said he was Sir Wolf of Rivane. Ah, the Dark Wolf's nothing but a rumour. Mind you, he was acting suspicious. No, sir. Again, my pardon.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods. But I have to. Constable's orders. We've been having trouble with smugglers and...
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the Commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But you said everyone...
You are dismissed. I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city. We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested.
I don't have to talk.
Greetings, Warden Commander.
Ah, Warden Commander. I take it you've decided to help us.
I think every time I've played this, maybe I jump the gun and do the smuggler stuff, like help them. I end up in a fight with him, and I don't want to be in a fight with him. I'm pretty sure I can avoid it, so I want to see if I can do that this time.
With trade slowed to a crawl, smugglers have moved in, selling stolen goods at exorbitant prices. If we could shut down their operation and seize their supplies, we could distribute it to the needy. There is a smuggler doing business in the market. He probably knows where the hideout is. We haven't been able to get anything from him, but maybe you can.
Guess we'll just kind of we can kind of circle this. We might as well just do that. Make sure we see everything. We will be back, but I don't want to miss any of like the beginnings or early steps of any of the quests.
Greetings, could I interest you in, wait a minute. My lad said they saw you talking to the... You'll learn not to stick your nose where it don't belong.
You're not finishing sentences today? Sorry, Anders. Sorry. That's on me. But we didn't learn anything.
It shall be done.
I guess this guy doesn't care. Didn't have any option though to do anything else except fight him.
Ugh. There are too many peasants making their way into the city.
Rude. You have any good stuff? That we need right now, I don't think. We take the pure iron to Wade? Maybe. Useful. Or will he just complain about it? Probably a little bit of both. Ooh, he's got a bunch of stuff. Dave's? I don't know. That one's fancy. I don't have enough gold for it yet. Maybe later we can afford that. I feel like I might want that manual. Here. That would be here. Did it already get applied to my skills? I'm just looking in the wrong spot. Well, I bought it and it disappeared.
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you. Yes. Thank you for coming to the Guild. We need your help. Our caravans are being attacked. The wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighbouring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square. We don't know for sure. Communication has been difficult with the attacks, but people in the area said they saw monsters lurking in the shadows. Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all? I suppose I have to be content with that. It is better than nothing. If you can stop the killings, the Merchants Guild will make a hefty donation to your organization. You have my promise.
Pancake is rebuilding the Ferelden Mabari population. Does that mean that... Yeah, it means exactly what it says. Well, I hope he's enjoying himself.
It shall be done.
I would rather have him with us. I just think there's absolutely no reason really why we can't have the dog at this point. Why though?
It is begun.
Fucker leveled up. Gotta get Daniel a helmet at some point. Oh, convenient. Oh, we had some. I thought I didn't have any. Oh, and a save. As we did a level up.
I see you got my letter, Commander. It's an honor to meet you.
The eyeballs sticking out of that helmet are just kind of creepy.
In the flesh. The less you know of me, the better. But by some, I am called the Dark Wolf. In the depths of the city, there is murmuring. Murmuring that nobles want you dead. I'd like to help.
This guy reminds me a little bit of Oblivion. When you like fight the Grey Fox or become the Grey Fox. I don't remember. I've only played Oblivion once. I need to play it again. I remember thinking kind of interesting / funny since in Skyrim, the only reference I think to the Grey Fox is that Mercer Frey has the bust on the little desk in his little secret office. But for some reason, this character, like this concept, reminds me of the Grey Fox from Oblivion / the Elder Scrolls universe.
You see, I have hopes that the Wardens will prove more fit to rule this land than the late Arl Rendon Howe. His confederates are the conspirators. But to unearth their identities, I'll need resources. 50 sovereigns.
I don't think I have that.
Corrupt, miserly nobles have beggared many a proud commoner. Some commoners turn to distasteful occupations just to survive. Is it not fitting that they would want to strike back in the only way they're able?
I'm worried that if I tell them I don't have that much, like, I don't have an opportunity to come back, I'm just going to lose out. And if that's the case, I think I'm going to reload. that just saved a minute ago. Because I don't want to mess this up.
Too rich for you. I will wait.
Okay. I'll just hang out there. Okay, that's fine.
More enemies ahead!
My brother used to drink like you do, dwarf.
Fun fella to have around then, your brother.
He could find his fun.
I like how they're just chatting while they fight.
I shall. It shall be done.
Time to die.
Need to go into the bar, the tavern, but let's follow this guy who's running away first.
It shall be done.
Maybe we can get enough money to pay the Dark Wolf or whatever he's called. From killing these goons.
Very well.
You required.
I'll go soak your head.
Quit being a jerk, Daniel. You could be dead. Instead, you're hanging with. I report this to the guard. I think so. Or the guard captain.
Any luck with the smugglers? That house has been locked up for years. To think that all this time it's been hiding the entrance. There will surely be someone on guard. Where there's a guard, there's a key. If you can find a way into the hideout, the smugglers won't have a chance. Good luck, Commander.
That wasn't helpful. How far away are we from the 50 gold? Quite a bit. I only have like 6.
I shall do it.
I don't think we should dally here.
Oh. It was making me nervous. Taking a minute. I was like, please don't crash.
Your wish is my command.
I heard about you. I heard about you. You were giving some of my boys trouble, weren't you? Well,
Never thought I'd be traveling with Grey Wardens.
You really need to stop whining. Vicious. Yeah, it's on easy. We're going along and I was like, I'm doing okay actually. But I could have sworn I put it on normal after we, or for the end last time. Apparently I was. Just as well, I wanted to cover as much ground as we possibly could in this first stream. Maybe we'll just come outside the tavern. So.
I'll get on it.
Don't mind us. We're gonna steal from this chest.
Tracked around by unseen forces.
I hear Hubert's gang got their hands on some moonshine. You think that?
Very well.
I got a sore on my foot from working the fields.
Something I can do for you, friend.
Let's trade with him before we talk to him about... Oh no, we can't trade with him.
Just darkspawn raids outside the city. Everyone's keeping close to Amaranthine. And who are you supposed to be that's asking? An elf? Yes, of course. Haven't seen that fellow Christoph for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while. Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
I was worried if we spoke to him about the smuggling, we wouldn't be able to do have any of the other conversations. But
Something
maybe
I
he's not
can
the one
do
we
for you,
talk to.
friend. Not much. He chatted up Sorsha a bit when she brought him his dinner. Maybe talk to her. Right. Best watch yourself out there.
He's the dwarf bartender.
What can I get for you, friend?
Well, I don't want to tell him to open the passage because we're fighting with the smugglers now. I don't know if I'll be able to raise that 50 gold. We're halfway there now. I sell stuff we might need later, but you have things. Getting closer. Oh, we're not going to sell Sir Pounce a lot. That would be awful. Oh, I think we're okay on health potions for now. We need the gold.
Nothing to wet your whistle, stranger. We chatted a bit. He was a friendly sort for a Grey Warden. Spent most of his nights here drinking. Wasn't ever loud or too forward. Haven't seen him for maybe a week now. Said he was tracking some Darkspawn, one particular group that's been raiding outside the city. He told me they were acting strange, those Darkspawn. Acting obvious, like they wanted to be caught or something. I expect he caught them. Probably why he hasn't been back, right? No, he took a lot of notes while he drank. Always writing things down. Maybe there's something in his room. We chatted, like I said. He's married, as I recall. My pleasure. Send him my best when you see him.
Huh? Rise up and take that help.
I don't think we should dally here.
I know. Stop your whining.
I think I can help with that.
I think that's all we need to do here. We got his stuff. Checked his room. Oh, it's the map. That's what.
As you say.
We're good on that front. I'm gonna kind of like, instead of following one quest line through, at least when it comes to like these bigger areas, I think I want to kind of just explore the whole area and do all our tasks, then move on somewhere else. But a lot of our stuff is going to bring us back here to the city of Amaranthine, I think. So, kind of like, I'm trying to like do all like everything we need to in like single passes through, I guess, as much as possible to try and stop it from being too repetitive.
So, you think there's an apothecary around here somewhere?
Probably.
Well, yeah, I don't want to bother you with this, you being my boss and all. I've tried those, but they only stop the itching for a few hours. Right. Look, for the past few days I've had this burning rash. The skin's actually got a sort of greenish look to it.
Oh, gross.
I didn't touch anything. You know, I bet it's that Grey Warden stuff we had to drink. Too late for regrets.
He drank all of it.
Yeah, I'll just see if I can't find some nice minty balm somewhere in this town.
I didn't want him to disapprove, but I don't need to go up to the battlements right now. Win!
Oh, it is so good to see you, my friend. I contemplated visiting you at Vigil's Keep, but things got busy. The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further.
Just remember that the mages are gathering to have like an extended group meeting, like a conclave.
Very well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities. The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support...
Pull away entirely? That's madness. I hate Chantry oversight as much as the next mage, but they can't just decide to leave. This is a recipe for disaster.
Well, it could turn out to be nothing, but keep your ear to the ground anyway. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra. But perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college. Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. The hour is late and I must go. It was wonderful to see you again. Take care, my friend.
Gwyn was supposed to go traveling with Shale to try and find a way to turn them back into a dwarf. Wonder what happened. Also, I think we picked up another piece of the set of armor that Nathaniel is wearing. Fixture's tunic. Yeah, I think we found the... Oh, we found the gloves. Find the boots too? No. Found feet of the nimble. He can wear those. Don't even read them. Just take all the quests.
I shall.
May I help you? I am fortunate indeed that the Commander of the Grey has taken a personal interest in this matter. I'm sorry our note was vague, but Amaranthine is a hotbed of Maleficar activity. Details of who and what they were about would undoubtedly get back to them. Apostates and Maleficarum are all too common across the nation, alas. I have worked with an artist to create these sketches of the three suspects. If you could confront them and question them, you would be doing the Maker's work.
I know Anders disapproves, but I feel like at this point, our character and like most of the characters would be wary, I guess, or look down on blood mages. So I think we would do it.
It's not like Karam to be gone this long. I was sure I would find him at the inn. You must follow the example of Andraste and reflect upon the chant of light. Your friends and neighbors would do well to come and join us in
As you say.
Stupid blank vellums. We don't actually use them for anything. Well, if there is a use for them in the game, I have not found it yet. I just sold them. I'm gonna say that this chantry has like the exact same layout as the one in Lothering. But I guess that would make sense if they have like a standard shape and layout the way like a cathedral does. Like a standard but with variation. That's the tavern, but we don't want to tell them to open the passage. We're doing something else.
Me stinking
Go back
up
to
the
him.
joint.
What are you on about now?
Cat piss. Little kitty there. air makes me want to vomit.
Don't listen to him. Sir Lancelot, you smell just fine.
Oh, Algar's hating on the kitty cat. Duck.
I'll get on it.
Is that the little doll? Dad. Little kid lost it.
Templars. Bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp.
Anything to report? The city of Amaranthine owes you a great debt. Thank you, Commander.
That's that thing. Oh, there are people fighting?
Must not exhaust our supplies.
I think we got some money for completing that quest for the guard. 6 more gold, and then we'll have it. Let me look at our journal. You have to lean in again because I can't see. You know, we need the city of. Oh, that's main part. City of Amaranth. There we go. Walk around and look for those. Okay, so let's do like one more pass to kind of see if we can knock off any of those like small side quests.
Got them all. Very well. It is begun. I shall be. It is begun.
Oh, there's more. Around this way? Oh, there's some here.
It is begun.
Get them all. I finished that one quest that was to deal with the thugs outside the gates.
More enemies ahead.
Where are they?
It shall be
Let's have a look. Got them all. I think we did it. Yes, we got with the thugs. I think we have to go to one of those boards and turn it in. We also have something. I think we have enough injury kits to drop them off at the Chantry's box too.
Yes, everything is fine. Must keep calm.
Or the apostates, or blood mages. Oh, I guess not doing that right now.
Nathaniel, I had feared the worst.
Times must have been hard, Delilah. But you can do better than this. Come back to the estate until we find somewhere else.
What? Oh, Nathaniel, I didn't marry Albert out of desperation. I adore him. I was so glad to get away from Father's evil. This life is so much better.
Father's evil? Isn't that overstating things a little? He got caught up in politics.
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did, Nathaniel. You want the culprit who destroyed our family? It was him, without question.
I had no idea.
Of course you did. But you always worshipped Father, right from when you were a little boy. Come, brother, let us sit and catch up a bit, shall we?
She said she wants me to come back, once all this is done. Meet her husband. She's due by the spring. She seems happy. She said Father deserved to die. I still can't believe it. I thought he had his reasons. It was a war for Andraste's sake. Before I went to the Free Marches, he was never... How could he have changed so much? What if I never left? I didn't have much choice, but still. I wish I'd known some of this sooner. I feel like such a fool. Now please, let's get back to our business. I need to think.
Where did the mage lady go? Ah! She's screaming at us. I feel bad. She's just running away. But oh well. We have to.
Done well.
I feel like that was way more than what was actually called for, but anyway. I have to look for like that poison too in the market. Can't remember if we have to like buy it from the merchants or if it'll just be like sitting out. Oh, it's sitting out.
It shall be done.
Like we just take it and they don't care? I guess what happens?
Greetings, Warden Commander. You're the sort who delights in helping the common man, yes? May I direct you to the Merchants Guild's board? Me? No, not me, personally. Folk here often need goods from far-flung parts. They post the requests here. There is good coin in this, particularly with trade halted by the trouble on the roads. If you ever feel inclined, please take a look at the jobs available.
I don't remember which board we got that from, so which one we have to turn it into might be the...
Lizard eyes? Perhaps a... Lizard eyes?
Lizard
eyes?
I have to...
Lizard eyes?
Enemies approaching!
I like how his staff just appears out of nowhere. Also, again, he's running away. I feel really bad that we have to fight him.
As you say.
I don't know if this is taking us the right direction. I need to get to the pantry, but... No, it took us.
You bloody bastard!
I guess it's just as well, because we can turn in this task at the pantry too. Why does it keep showing us the quest marker in? Are we? Oh yeah, we already finished the smugglers. I guess we could ask them to open it now that we finished it, but I don't want to risk making the guard captain mad. Do that later. I guess I can't get it yet.
Aye, about time you showed up.
Nemea, you're still here.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranthine.
It is? You found it?
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages. Word of advice. Don't let him sweet-talk you. He's very good at that.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders? I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
I suppose that requires some explanation. Nemea is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into some things. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her. During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety. My phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it. What's to stop the Chantry from deciding mages and the Grey Wardens are apostates too? I want to be sure they can't ever find me again. Ever.
Well, that would affect our character too.
They might. I only know mine is there for certain.
What if you play a Mage Warden if they do have your phylactery?
It is. You should consider looking for your phylactery too. I know we're busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel. Point the way, fearless leader.
I haven't saved in a while.
As there is but one world, one life, one death, there is but...
It makes me nervous every time it does that. Every time the little wheel stops spinning, I'm like, no, don't do it.
I will pray for you, Commander.
That sounds passive-aggressive. Letters box. Okay. Really sure where we turn these in. We have a little bit more to do in Amaranthine. And then we can start venturing out into more of... Or in the city of Amaranthine. Then we can start venturing out more into the surrounding areas. I think I'll save that for next time. I'm not exactly sure when next stream will be because... I'm going to try and add a couple extra streams next week since I have some extra time. But I hope you all have a really great night and I will see you again soon.